welcome to Isha Studio. Today, I'm going to be sharing something with you that is very special to me. I'm going to be sharing with you how I designed my very own wedding card. So, my own wedding card was a wedding box. And today, I'm going to tell you my entire conceptualizing and how I designed it, especially for all my wedding invitees. So, a lot of you who know us know that I've grown up in a family who's very big on art and aesthetics. So during the designing of this box, we decided to use a local artisan's aesthetic onto this box. And as you can see, we've used actual hand carving and actual inlay work done by a local artisan in the northern region of India. And they've designed 600 of such boxes. They're very sure that we wanted to give our invitees this whole luxurious experience with this box. So we wanted to give something that is even utilitarian and something a lot of the people can treasure for as long as they want to. So now let's get to how I designed my actual invitation and an element into the box, which is the stole and the scarf. As we went on to the process of brainstorming and conceptualizing my wedding card, we sort of wanted to make this a curated and personalized experience. And I think it was my mom's idea who said that I want to use Isha Studio's exclusive designs and something exclusive from Isha Studio into the whole wedding experience. And that is where we sort of started thinking of this idea being an actual box. And as I went ahead with everything, we came up to this whole conceptualizing of it. So we had the Crimson Circle team, we had my in-house designers, graphic designers at Isha Studio, and we also had the design team of Herbal Hills, which is my father's company, who was extremely helpful in the entire process of designing this whole idea of the wedding card. So let me first go on to showing you that we have given a lot of importance to every occasion. So when we are picking out motifs and artworks, we are very thoughtful as to which motif goes with which occasion. So as you can see that we've used a lot of like floral, with like occasions like a reception, and we've used more ethnic designs with the mehendi and sangeet. We've used a lot more neutral palette with like an ethnic and a mix of like florals for the wedding. It was also about deciding the right artwork with the right occasion. And this is how we really put things together. So it was an entire process, about 2 to 3 months, where we really discussed and brainstormed on concepts and ideas in my studio, my parents, the team Crimson Circle. So after that, I'm also very thankful to the head designer at Crimson Circle, because she was highly involved with everything. We as a team really worked onto this, but a lot of the ideas and the concepts were extremely personalized. By that I mean to say is that the placement, the coloration, the selection of the paper quality to the actual framework was all mine. After the whole wedding box was ready, we also came up with this whole thing of putting a stole or a scarf into the box, because we wanted to give a memory of my wedding for all the guests to treasure for as long as they can. And I'm so glad that a lot of people have appreciated that idea, which I'll talk about later on. But first, let me talk about how we went on to designing the scarf. Scarf was something where, it was, again, I was from a background of printed fashion textile. So yes, we were going to use something which was extremely exclusive to Isha Studio. So we did select motifs, artworks that were going to go onto the scarf. Post that, we were very careful with what kind of fabric we're sourcing for these scarves, because we wanted our guests to have a very luxurious experience with our gift item. So we did give a lot of attention to the selection of fabric and also the designing of the scarf. I have personally, had a lot of sessions with my designing team where, it's an entire process of like 3 months where we've selected the right colorations, the right designs, the right concepts, and then we've had a lot of sample prints. After which we went into the main production of all the scarves that went into 600 wooden carved boxes. A lot of the people, once received the boxes, were very excited to speak with me in person, and even a lot of the guests invited by my parents did text me and to just say that it was such a unique, kind of a wedding card, and for a bride herself to do something like this is very different, because as you know, Indian weddings are a big affair or a grand affair, and for a bride to take out time to do so is obviously very touching to a lot of people. But I wanted to give that experience to all my invited guests. And it was a very challenging experience, because as soon as we decided, from the whole concept to actually the execution of the whole thing was an entire process. For me, the most unique part was that, you can always design a card. You have so many, motifs available on like Google, and, there's so much stuff out there, there's so much content. But this was not that. I was using artworks which were intuitive, which were coming out of my own intuition, which were coming out of my own imagination, and which were coming out of my own artistic sensibilities. And here it was out there in a very unique manner for the world to see it. And that is the most interesting thing about making your own wedding card as a creative individual. So the other thing that I did for my wedding was also that I used a lot of my artworks for designing a bunny jacket. 2 designs that I used for some of my friends and family. They wore these jackets for one of the functions, and I was very happy to design exclusively for them and for my own occasion. And there was one more occasion, my bridal shower, where I had my own motifs put upon the boxes that I had given out as return gifts. They were like really fun, girly packages. But the top was again, they were my own motifs, which were from Isha's studio.
Let me show you a close-up view into my wedding invitation box. So you have the wooden carved box with my logo inlaid on top of it. Let's open this box. You'd see my design right on top of it as a cover sheet. It's a thin little cover sheet which has one of my designs. Now here's the card. Let's open that. You can also see my motifs, and there we go. We have the card. These are the different events, and as I said, I have used designs appropriate to the occasion. This is a more ethnic design mixed with florals. Then you have the wedding, which is a mix of the floral and the ethnic. And then you have the absolute pastels and florals. It has this pink shade to it. Here's how all of these different elements have been compiled together. Let's go to the next level. And now you're going to see the scarf exclusively designed by Isha Studio. Here you have the original artworks from which the invite was made.